Well, South Carolina has been invaded, and it's been invaded by some foreign troops. They're called insects,
That's
and
right.
they're causing lots of problems.
That's right.
Laurie Reid is the entomologist with the South Carolina Forestry Commission. Laura, we don't really think about bugs bothering many trees, but we've got a tree along the coast that's really been suffering a lot in the last 4 to 5 years, and we really brought this bug in from across the big water, didn't we?
That's exactly right. Yeah, this Redbay ambrosia beetle is not found in South Carolina, not found in the United States. It's found in Japan, Taiwan, Burma, and it was brought in on woodpacking material and cargo ships. And the beetle escaped from Port Wentworth, Georgia, and it started killing redbay trees along the coast.
Okay, and this redbay tree, of course, is a very popular tree along the coast, too, isn't it?
It is, yeah. A lot of people that live in the coastal areas, they keep it in their backyard, so it's a nice ornamental tree. It's evergreen, so it's a wonderful tree. And also, this very ecologically important, too.
Okay, and the bug is black and long, but really and truly, it's hard to see it, isn't it?
It's a very, very small insect. This insect's about 1 millimeter, 2 millimeters, very, very tiny little guy. This Redbay ambrosia beetle, very small. You probably won't see this insect. What you're going to see is the damage that this insect causes.
And it can cause lots of damage. I know
It does.
The mouth can really cause some problems, and that's what we're looking at right now. It's an unusual looking mouth. I wonder what the dentist would say when he looked
I
down.
know. They would say that's full of all nasty stuff right there. This is actually the mouth parts of the ambrosia beetle, and what it does is it carries a fungus inside little specialized pouches inside its mouth parts. When it chews into the tree, the spores get out and grow in there, which is great because that's what the baby beetles eat, is that fungus that's growing in the tree. So we have a really nice symbiotic relationship.
Okay, and of course, it's got some symptoms that you can see as you cut this tree in half because it interferes with the xylem and phloem tissue.
Exactly right, yeah. So the fungus grows inside the tree, grows inside, it blocks all the water movement of the tree, and if you actually take off the bark of the tree, you can see the staining, that kind of black staining. When the insect bores into the tree, she likes to keep her tunnels clean because that's where the fungus is growing for her babies to eat. So she pushes out the chewed up wood and the frass, the insect poop, and you'll get these little toothpicks, is what we call them, sticking out of the side of the tree.
Almost looks like a fuse on a stick of dynamite, doesn't it?
It does a little bit, yeah.
So it actually goes inside that tree, doesn't it? And of course, once it gets inside it, it starts turning brown.
Exactly. So once the insect gets inside, like I said, the fungus grows in there and it blocks all the water movement from the tree. The tree will completely die. And these redbays, they hold on to their dead foliage. So in the forest, you can see these kind of reddish, maroon, brown color leaves. And this is kind of a symptom of the wilt right there, where just the very tip of the tree is starting to die, starting to wilt. And you can see the older leaves that are kind of that yellowish, orange, red color.
Well, this thing has actually traveled quite a big distance, a large distance here in the United States. I know that it started in Charleston, but it's really somewhere in Georgia, and it's really spread out quite a bit. I see where in 2004 where it was, but
exactly right.
Tell us now where all it's going.
Well, right now, our most recent found, we found in Georgetown County at Hop called Barony. Was the most recent county that we have located it. You know, this redbay tree is a coastal species. It's really just growing, hugging along the South Carolina coast, and it is spreading into most areas. This insect can fly on its own. It usually flies about 10, 15, 20 miles per year on its own, but people can move this insect very easily and move the laurel wilt disease as well. If they move any debris, any cut down trees that have this disease or the bugs inside of it, if you move firewood to a new location, we do know that human-aided spread has gotten it very, very far, all the way to Mississippi and Alabama, pretty far.
And of course, I see it's all the way up there in North Carolina. I imagine they don't like it.
No, they are not very excited that this beetle has decided to come into their woods either. Unfortunately, like I said, it lives on redbay trees. Probably where this redbay tree lives is probably where this beetle is going to go.
Okay, now tell us very quickly about what should one do when they see this, because everybody's going to want to know how do we control it. Unfortunately, you don't have any good news for us.
I don't. I wish I had some good news.
And you're an entomologist.
I know exactly right. I should know how to do this, but no, I don't have any good news. The most important things that we're asking people to do, especially in counties where we haven't found it yet, to give the Forestry Commission a call. We'll come out, take a sample, send it to the Forest Service to diagnose that it actually does have this disease inside of it. If it is, we don't want you to move the trees off your property because that's how it gets spread very quickly. So cut the trees down, burn them according to South Carolina Forestry Commission. You know, follow your local rules. To contact the Forestry Commission before you do any burning, of course. Chip up the tree. Just try to keep it on your property.
Well, before we give information with the Forestry Commission, I want you to tell us about some of these bugs you got right here now, because some of them, the front of them, really look like They should be on Star Trek or something. It looks like something from outer space. What are those bugs?
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. Whenever I show people my insect collection, they say, oh, where'd you go? Did you go to Africa? Did you go to some, foreign country? No, these are all native to South Carolina.
You can find these. How horrible.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're wonderful, guys. One of my favorite ones is the butterflies, of course. So the Palamede swallowtail in that bottom corner right there. This insect really relies on red bay trees. It lays its eggs on the foliage. The caterpillar, this cool looking snake little mimic, kind of looks like a bird dropping as well when it's really young. It only eats the red bay leaves. So really important for this plant.
How about these over here with the unusual looking mouth parts?
Oh yeah, this big guy, the stag beetle right there, he lives in rotten wood. So
it looks like a front end loader on a John Deere tractor or something.
It looks like it would really hurt you, wouldn't it?
Right, it does.
Yeah, that guy couldn't hurt you at all. He used that to fight for the ladies.
Well, I know we've got some viewers that like to find out more about this ambrosia beetle, especially those residents that live along the coast of North Carolina, South Carolina, and down into Georgia.
Exactly right.
Y'all have got a website and also a phone number that they can contact you.
Exactly right. They can contact me at my phone number. That's 803-896-8830. You can look on our Forestry Commission website, which is www.state.sc, as in South Carolina, .us, United States, /forest. They can also Google laurel wilt, and the first one that comes up is going to be the Forest Service website with more information than anyone really wants to know about this disease.
Well, Laura, thank you for taking time to visit with us here on
pleasure.
Making It Grow, and I certainly want to congratulate you and the Forestry Commission for the valuable services y'all provide landowners in South Carolina. I know not only do y'all fight fires and protect our woodlands and protect our landowners, but you provide so much other good information and good services, and it's just a tremendous asset to South Carolina.
Thank you.
We look forward to y'all continuing your good work.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very good.